right here with another quick video just recapping the Browns' loss to the New England Patriots. I'm only doing this because yesterday I came on here saying that the Browns is going to win the game. And I was really confident in that. But nah, we lost, man. It really was I don't want to say it was a sloppy game. It was just it's very unfortunate what happened in this game because we just had a lot of terrible turnovers very early. Pretty much gave them 17 points from two Nick Chubb fumbles and one Baker Mayfield interception fumble type thing off a stupid ass trick play. But the Nick Chubb fumbles, I don't even really blame him for that. The first one, like somebody kicked the ball, and it was just a weird play that never really happens. Somebody kicked the ball and he fumbled, and the Patriots scored a touchdown on that play, so it was big. The second play, dude was running. He ran for about 40 yards. I was excited, and then at the end, it was the classic strip from behind play that always happens. Because, I mean, at this point, the runner, he's like tired and he thinks nobody's around him. So, guys stripped it from behind. I see that play millions of times every year. And that was just unfortunate. I'm not going to say it was sloppy. It's just an unfortunate play that happened. And I think at the time for the second fumble, the score was like 10-0, and if that fumble didn't happen, Browns would have been in prime position to score around inside the 10-yard line. And it just didn't. It's a turnover. That's just a negative play. It was terrible. But I think the Browns came out on fire. I've been watching this team since I was like 8 years old. So I know when the Browns is pumped up and ready to play and on fire for a game, and today they was. It was just an unfortunate events that happened. And I give all the credit to the Patriots though, because they was, professionals, true professionals, not making no mistakes, just doing what they got to do to win, And my man in the comments was saying that the game was sloppy on both ends, and I'm like, I don't really think the game was sloppy on both ends, but I think the Patriots was kind of bored, like just bored. They need a bye week really soon because they just look like they bored. I mean, you just win every week. You just kind of get bored out there, and I think that's what they kind of look like. But he also said that. Shout out to my man. I think his name was Zam, something like that. Dude was in the comments on my last video. But yeah, he said the defense got exposed a little bit, and I'm like, the run defense kind of did get exposed, or Nick Chubb is just that freaking good, because Nick Chubb was getting anything he wanted. He was just running right through the New England Patriots defense. And, Baker Mayfield was getting some passes off too, a couple here and there, but it wasn't enough. This is instant reaction right now, man. And I was drinking a little bit while I was watching the game, so my instant reaction is raw right now. And it's like, man, I don't even care, man. Being a Browns fan is hard because you go through years and years and years of losing. And then last year you get a little spark of hope. And then this year you get Odell and you get some additions on the defensive line. And you like, yeah, I don't want to say Super Bowl, but I want to have a little S in my voice. Maybe. And, they come out and they just fall on their face. And we 2-6 right now, and it's just terrible. And not only that, are they losing, which every team does, they're losing bad, And I kind of understand it because you need to get that continuity with the players. You need to play with these guys for a while before y'all can get the timing right and everything. But come on, man, we got too much talent on this team to be losing. We should have never lost to the Tennessee Titans. Never. But yeah, it's like, man, you get exhausted, man, being a Browns fan. But shout out to the Patriots, man. Everybody that's listening to me now should just appreciate what the Patriots is doing right now, because they've been the best team for the last 20 years. No other team has been on a dynasty like what they're doing right now for 20 good years, man. I mean, wow, I think they went to the Super Bowl 9 times and won 6 of them. Ain't nobody doing that right now. That's crazy. That's nuts. I mean, a team would be lucky just to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, the Buffalo Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost. Even though they lost, that was a great feat, because not too many teams is even making it to the Super Bowl 4 times. And these guys made it to the Super Bowl 9 times. It's crazy. I mean, when you live in it, you don't really appreciate what's happening. But what the Patriots are doing is really, really good. You know what I'm saying? It's really great. I'm happy that I'm here to witness it. But back to the game, man. Nick Chubb, he was running hard even though he had fumbles. I think I predicted before the game that James White would have a good game, and he had a pretty good game as far as being a real football player. Fantasy-wise, you know, it was all right. Julian Edelman, he had 2 touchdowns. He had a great game. I knew he would, just based on Cleveland Browns defense. Our linebackers can't cover nobody. And I think Philip Dorsett was shaking and baking early in the game, but as a fantasy player, he really didn't do too good. I seen Mohamed Sanu had like 2 catches. One was like a big 3rd down catch. Other than that, he didn't really do much. Sony Michel, I was hating on him yesterday, saying he was like he's running in mud, and he's not a mudder, but he did all right. You know, he was a bruiser when they needed him. He ain't really be spectacular, but you know, he was showing out. He did good. I'm not gonna call him a mudder no more, or like he's running in mud anymore. He was eating the slop today. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do. Other than that, Tom Brady did good as a fantasy player. That was it. This New England defense did great for fantasy and great for real life. And I think on the Browns side, I think I predicted that Antonio Callaway would have a big game, but that wasn't nothing. And in the back of my mind, I thought Jarvis Landry would have a pretty solid game. I think he did. I don't know the stats, but I think he won a lot of good catches. He had an okay fantasy day, but as far as real life football play, he really wasn't a factor. But I'm not blaming him. Not really blaming him. I don't know what it was, man. Just give the credit to the New England Patriots defense. Baker Mayfield didn't play bad, even though he had a sloppy fumble, interception, whatever it was. But Baker Mayfield showed some heart, man. He seemed like he was doing everything he could do in his power to win. He showed a lot of determination. I like that run that he had. It seemed like it was about 15, 20 yards.